Now we're going to remove the coils, which is weird. This one's got a stud bolt through it. That is weird. What the hell? Then you got to take off your kill wire, your ground wire. And then there's your coil, and we're going to replace this. Don't make me break this. I was going to say, motherfuckers. Piece of shit. Alright, so look, here's what happened. This one was broke. This is why we're changing it. But we're going to make our own spark plug wires. As you can see, on my 670, the brass wire broke inside, and I don't want to buy a whole new coil or nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this cap back here, grab a hold of this wire, and we're going to turn it to the left to unthread it. See, it screws in. Once you get it unthreaded, I'm going to take this off because I need this for the wire to be guided through. Maybe even this heat. Alright, so we got one wire off. So it's costing me $30 for 20 feet. 7mm, I believe, solid core wire. It's better to use solid core when you're screwing into a coil, when you got to screw one in on instead of putting them both in the boot clamps, because the solid core goes in better. Use a soft core, it's not going to thread in that great. Then we got some MSD boots here. I think this is 7mm wire. I think it would have it wrote on it. 20-foot red transparent ignition wire. But it's definitely the exact same size of what came off there. So it's another thing you want to do. And I just knew all this stuff already, so I'm here to help you guys. And it was $30 for these tips. So $60 you can make you at least 9 wires. Good wires that you know that you made. With some really good MSD boots. These nice fancy MSD boots. Over these. Alright, then we need us 2 inside pieces. And these may look chintzier than those brass ones. But the thing is those, they ain't got no flexibility. You want a little bit of flexibility in case you know it wiggles or something. It wiggles, that's broke. This wiggles, you can just bend it back and you're good to go. So yes, the brass is kind of better, but they break easy. Alright, there's some directions in here that we don't really need to look at, but let's take a Gonda. Dual clamp terminal installation. For you guys that want to know how to do it. You can pause that and look at those. Little 2-cycle oil will never hurt nothing. Okay, you're going to measure your piece of wire, same length, or a little bit longer. I'm gonna go about 1 inch longer. About the same size. Alright, you're going to put a little bit of oil on here because you're going to have to slide the end down over. Take one of these boots. A little bit of oil, or you ain't gonna get it through. And then try to straighten the boot out as good as you can. While pushing it through. They're hard to get around the bend sometimes. So these are not fun, but they're worth it. They're good boots. Once you get it pulled through, it kind of just pulls through after that. Alright, so what you want to do after that, put back on all your stuff. Don't forget it, little heat shields. This cap goes on the coil. Not only does it keep water out, it also kind of holds it onto the coil because all it has is a screw inside there. You screw the wire onto it and that's all that holds it. So this is kind of like another holder. I don't really think it's for water at all. I believe the only purpose is to hold this wire into there. Because the screw holds it, but not great. If you know what I mean. That's your wire when you're done. Now we're going to make our little cuts. Got a little wire sticking out the tip there. Guess they left it like that. We'll take it, we'll fold it over and use it. So we want to hold this up to here. And you want the wire to stick 1/8 inch out of the clamp past. Or the insulation. So right here. And you make a cut down to the wire, not through the wire. Make sure it's straight. And then you pick it up and kind of keep an eye on it while you're cutting. Watch your fingers. Try not to score the wire though. These is not very, you don't have a lot of wire in there. You don't want to cut them and cause you to have weak spark. Pull it, find out where it's still attached. Remember, you're trying not to cut the wires. You're going to twist these because you're going to fold it over because it's too long. And we want it too long. That way there's a bunch of wire to double up inside that clamp. That way the clamp holds it good. You're going to hold the clamp up. Remember, you want your insulation sticking an 1/8 inch past. Twist them again because when you bend it, it undoes it. At this point, you can just twist it all together. It's not as clean as one, but there's double the wire now for the clamp. Hold it there. Clamp your insulation down. And see, now you have twice as much to stick in there. Make sure it's good and closed on that wire. Then you're going to straighten it up. You're going to pull it back through. Straight. always help it through. 'Cause it's a little bit bigger in the boot. So I'm gonna use my chin to push it. Push it until it's in the boot good. Alright. Got her in there. Got a spark plug here that we can try it on. And wow, do they really clamp on. And I'm pushing because I got this on here. I don't have to worry about smashing the gap. I'm going to still set it, but I didn't want to, you know. These are really on there. Okay. And for the last weird part, like I said, there's a screw in there. So what you want to do, why isn't there a wire in there? There's no wire in there. What the hell? Well, I'm glad I made it a little longer. What the hell? There was no wire. It must have been the other end. Must have been the end. Hopefully that's still as long. Okay, still long enough. Get a nice straight cut here. We want wire showing because we're going to put that screw right into that wire. You definitely want to make sure that's what it's going into. See, right there's the golden spot. So what you want to do, put it in there. Now before you start screwing, hold on, let me make sure all this shit's pulled out of the way. So screw in there pretty far. Guess that's good. Like I said, this cover helps hold it on more than anything. And there you have that coil. Done. This is the main important part you want to keep clean. Coil number 2. Mark this. See how far it is. So it's in there, what? 3/4 inch. And this coil is gray for some reason. Alright, let's cut us some wire here. We will need this. We'll cut it like this much longer. Measure. Off. Remember, don't scar your wires. You don't want to do any wire damage. You want them all to be good. I'm actually going to cut off a little bit more. I want that excess wire. I'm doing some twisting the wire here. Go stick it in here and see how long it is. Figure out how much I need to bend it back. Acceptable amount. Well, we doubled our wire up for better clamping. Yes, it can be a bitch getting them through the boot. That's why you use a little bit of oil. Once you get through, you can pull it right through though. I don't get that. There it is, all the way down. Push it back. Make sure it goes on a spark plug, but we did the last one. So right now we're just going to screw this bad boy in and be done. Make sure there's wire. Once again, there's not wire in it. I don't know where it keeps going. Always make sure there's wire there where you're getting ready to screw it on. Should be good. Like I said, just hold it on there. So we got us two finished compared to these. So that's how you make your own spark plug wires. Real simple and easy. Alright, let's put these coils back on. Your kill the ground wire up to it. That's how it kills the engine, by killing the coils. pretty good to me. Okay, so we did our spark plug and spark plug wire job. Made our own spark plugs with these really good boots. I mean, these boots are really secure on that spark plug. They go down on there a long way. I recommend these MSD boots. I love them. But I just wanted to take a video to show that it does run. And it wouldn't run anymore after the wire broke. I put on that air filter and adapter too. I mean, it's not pretty, you can't see much of it. But that's not what we went for. They're there though, we have prettiness. We have prettiness. And we have working components. So I just forgot and wanted to show you that it runs. Mind you, it wouldn't run, and that's just cold, I haven't even started it. You can tell it's so cold. I don't have the paint hooked up. Alright, get back to working on my front end here. Just wanted to show you guys that they work, the spark plug wires work. Alright, we'll see you.